Hi guys!
Hey guys!
Hey guys! What's going on?
We are on
SocialEyes!
And
Guess what?
what?
Guess what day it is today?
What day?
It's November 24th!
And we're have to do this fast.
We have 3 chapters left because today the movie comes out on Netflix!
Yeah, and we're going to have a live party, and you guys should join in, Karee.
You're invited. Come and hang out and watch with us. So we are on chapter 31, and we are hanging out on the big black couch. You ready to get into this last couple chapters?
Yes.
All right. Let's
Look at your
roll.
Let's get this. Father Christmas seeks the truth.
Bang.
But next day, Nicholas headed to the wooded hills with a present. Whenever he saw anyone he hadn't seen for a while, he took a present. There was nothing that made him feel better than a simple act of giving. And today the present was holding a telescope that had been made by Picklewick, the elf who had once shouted at him when he was up on the roof. He felt bad about that no matter how many times Nicholas told him not to. Anyways, Father Topo has been right. There was no hewlett plants growing on the hills anymore. There were some tough, rough patches on earth that hadn't been replanted, but elsewhere there were just cloudberries and plum trees. He walked until he reached the yellow cottage with a thatched roof. It was very, very small. He knocked on the door and waited. Soon a long-haired, angel-faced pixie appeared.
High five. Hello, Truth Pixie, he said. The creature smiled a wide pixie smile. Hello, Nicholas, she said. Or should I call you Father Christmas? Or should I say Santa Claus? Santa Claus, said Nicholas. What does that mean? The pixie giggled. Oh, it's just a name the pixies have for you. The literal translation is strange man with a big belly. Charming. He held out the telescope. This is for you. I thought you might like it, especially as you have such good views around here. Nicholas felt a tingle of joy as he watched the Truth Pixie's eyes light up. A magic viewing stick. How did you know I wanted one? Oh, just a guess. The pixie put her eye to the telescope and looked over Elfhelm. And then she turned it around and made everything look smaller. Ha ha! Look at you, little Father Christmas, the pixie. Ho, ho, ho! Anyway, come in, come in. Nicholas squeezed inside the tiny home into a yellow room full of pretty pixie plates hanging on the walls. He sat on a little wooden stool and had to keep his head bent low. The room was warm and smelt nice, sugar and cinnamon, with maybe a faint tang of cheese. The pixie smiled. What are you smiling about? I think I'm still a bit in love with you. After you saved my life that time, her face was reddening. She didn't want to say this, but when you're a truth pixie, you can't help it. I mean, I know it couldn't work out between us. A pixie and a human. You're far too tall, and strange rounded ears would give me nightmares. She sighed. stared down at the yellow tiled floor. I really wish I hadn't said that. That's okay. I'm sure there are plenty of nice pixies out there. No, pixies are surprisingly dull. But the truth is, I like being on my own. Nicholas nodded. Me too. There was a bit of an awkward silence, not quite a silence as there was little scrabbling munching around, a sound Nicholas recognized but couldn't work out from where. I read about you in the Daily Snow all the time. You seem to be quite the celebrity. Yes, Nicholas looked through the tiny window at one of the nicest views of Elfhelm, with the giant mountain in the distance. He looked over at the disused tower. Then he saw a frail old mouse nibbling on a stinky chunk of troll cheese. That was the sound he had heard. It couldn't be. But yes, it was. It was Mika. Mika!
High five.
Mika! Is that really
Wait.
you? Wait,
That's not.
there you go. Mika
turned his head and looked at Nicholas for a moment. Mika, it's you! How wonderful! Actually, his name is Glump, said the true fairy. I found him watching in my house after I was released from the tower. He always liked the food I give him, especially the troll cheese. It's better than a turnip, eh? The mouse asked the mouse softly. Cheese, said Mika.
Cheese.
Cheese is real. I have cheese. As Nicholas looked at the mouse, he thought back to his childhood over 10 years and a whole country away. He thought of his father and his mother and Aunt Carlotta. It was strange, seeing someone, even a mouse, who had shared the same room as him, and opens a door to 100 memories. But Mika didn't seem emotional and kept nibbling his cheese. I don't understand, said the true pixie. Nicholas was about to tell her that Mika was actually an old friend, but watching the Roman munching happily on the cheese, he decided to keep this information to himself. Mika was clearly contented in this woodland home. It doesn't matter. I hear you pixies aren't being violent anymore. Oh, said True Pixie. We still love the idea of exploding heads.
Oh my goodness.
Do you know that after it happens, you feel pretty empty inside? And anyways, I've invented this. She went over to a drawer and pulled something out. Oh, kind of like a bright red kind of tube, riddled of thick paper. Hold that end and pull, she said. At the other end. They pulled, and there was a mighty bang. Mika dropped the cheese and then picked it up again with his tiny claws. The proof pixie squealed with delight. Don't you just love it? Wow, I wasn't expecting that. I'm calling them crackers. You could put little presents inside.
Oh.
And let's be clear, up with an exploding head. Why are you here?
That's where the crackers are invented.
I
High
came
five!
to see you because I need to talk to someone who can be honest with me.
I can talk to elves, but they're so busy being kind that they're not always so good at being truthful. But you are. The tiny creature nodded. Truth is what I do. Nicholas hesitated. He felt slightly embarrassed. He was so big and tall compared to a mouse and a pixie, yet the mouse and the pixie knew exactly who and what they were. They had found their place in the world. The thing is, I am human, sort of, but I have magical abilities too. I am Nicholas, but I am now also Father Christmas. I am very in between, but it's difficult. I am told that I just need to work out what I want to do. The elves say I do good, but what do what good do I do? You set up Goodwill Day in honor of Mother Ivy. You've allowed spickle dancing. You've given all the elves more chocolate money. You opened the new elf nursery and the play park and the clog museum and turned the prison back into the welcome tower. Your books are still doing well. Not that I really like that elf help nonsense. You passed your sleigh craft exam. You teach young elves how to fly sleighs. Everyone passes their sleigh craft exam. And yes, I do a bit of teaching, but I don't know if that's my destiny. The truth pixie tried to think. You saved little Kip 10 years ago. Yes, perhaps you are living on past glories just a little bit, said Truth Pixie solemnly. But the elves do admire you. I know they respect me, but they shouldn't. They need a purpose, a true purpose. I haven't given them that. True Pixie thought about this and waited for the truth to come out. This took a moment or two, 3 moments, in fact. Then she had it. Sometimes, she said, as her eyes shone wide and bright, people look up to people not for who they've been, but for what they could become, for what they know they could be. They see in you something special. Mika had finished his cheese now and scuttled over to the end of the little table. He jumped onto Nicholas's lap. Oh, he likes you, said Truth Pixie. That's rare. Ooh, show the picture. Ooh, cool. So he doesn't really look like anything special because the way he's dressed right now. He's kind of dressed like his dad. Almost looks like a woodcrafter.
No, it looks like Anders.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Anders, like a woodcraft, like a...
Oh my goodness, the hands!
Yeah, so long. Here, show the picture. That's what they're saying, hanging around at the table.
I
That's what it looks like. All right.
That's rare. He normally is quite picky. Look, he's looking up to you, just like the elves do. I do like you. I do like you, said Mika, in his quiet mouse language. Even though you're not a tiny product. Everyone looked up to you, as the truth pixie spoke. Nicholas felt something stir inside him, that warm, sweet feeling, this feeling of magic and hope and kindness, and that very best feeling in the world. I told him once again, he had known for 10 years, nothing was impossible. Now, even better than that. Yeah, he was an elf him for a reason. He might never be able to be a true elf, but he was here now, like everything in life. There was a perfect purpose at work. You have power to do good, and you know it. He did know he had the power to do good. He would find a way to do it. A way to unite Nicholas' side of himself and Father Christmas' side. He would unite the union. human bits into magical bits. Maybe one day he could change not elfin but the lives of humans too. The truth pixie screwed up her nose. Her triangular face was lost in thought. Then out of nowhere she shouted a word into the air. Giving! What? Giving is what makes you happy. I saw your face when you gave me the viewing stick. It was still a strange face, but it was so happy. Nicholas smiled and rubbed his chin. Yeah, giving, yes, giving. Thanks to you. Thank you, Truth Pixie. I owe you the whole world. The Truth Pixie smiled more. This humble cottage and these wooded hills are enough for me. Mika crawled across. Nicholas' knee wanted to jump on the floor. So Nicholas held out his hand for the mouse to climb on and gently lowered him to the ground. Cheese is better than turnip. Cheese is better than turnip, isn't it? Said Nicholas. It most certainly is, said Mika. And Nicholas seemed to understand. Nicholas got off the tiny chair and crouched his way out of the tiny house. The Truth Pixie thought of something. Nicholas made his way down to the hill towards Elfin. Oh, and you should grow a beard. It would really suit you.
High five. Wait, you show the picture to the camera first.
It looks...
That's his transformation from when oh, that's how he got bigger and bigger and bigger. What is it when he's small? What is it? What is he like? Is like young Nicholas, and now current Nicholas, Father Christmas.
Yeah.
From a little boy to Father Christmas with a big beard. Ho! He did a ho, ho, ho.
I think it's a strange man with a big belly who talks to reindeer and gives me presents.
That's it. Hold on. That's it?
40 years later.
40 years later. So that was a transformation after 40 years. Now the Daily Snow newspaper is out, and this is a picture of the Daily Snow newspaper. It says, Father Christmas reveals all in the Daily Snow. Every elf's favorite newspaper. Price of this newspaper is 2 chocolate coins. Exclusive Father Christmas reveals his new look. Father Christmas was spotted at Reindeer Field this weekend with a beard. Speaking to the Daily Snow's political correspondent, Mother Jingle, Father Christmas commented, Yes, it's true. This is a beard and it's on my face. But I really want to talk about the need for more goodwill. And so there you have it. Father Christmas's beard is real. See page 33 to 47 for advice on how to get the Father Christmas look.
33 to 47?
Yeah, it's not going to be in here, but this is just the cover of the newspaper. And so they're promoting how, it's like almost like a magazine. They're promoting how to get Father Christmas's look. Check this out.
Bell.
The cool little newspaper magazine. How to get Father Christmas's look. All right. So what did you think about that chapter?
I just want to say it's from another chapter. This was from another chapter. Little Kip sweared.
He said impossible?
Yeah, he sweared.
Yeah.
He's too little to swear.
I know. But he's grown up now. Maybe was it when he was grown up or when he was actually little?
When he was
22
a little kid.
years later.
when he was little.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good one. So now we know Santa is pretty much prepared to be Santa Claus, and they need more goodwill. So he's gonna probably be flying around with his reindeers pretty soon, and giving a coming down our chimney. Maybe he'll be coming down our chimney next month. Oh, 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 oh! Merry Christmas, everybody!
Merry Christmas! Boom!